Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks so much for being patrons. And this new tutorial is going to cover a basic, easy technique to create beautiful, realistic clouds just like this. And you'll see this is only blue and white, and it took 15 minutes from start to finish. So I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. We're going to use a 2-inch wash brush, a blender brush, a filbert brush, a scrumbler brush, an 8 by 10 inch canvas panel, a little bit of scotch tape or masking tape for the edges, titanium white, and some cobalt blue. And I'll show you how to mix up that nice bluebird sky color here in a second. But that's all you need. So I'm going to put a little bit of titanium white here and a cobalt blue and just show you the mix I used for this specific sky. The cobalt blue already has a nice sky-based color, but if you mix in a little bit of white, you can just give it a little bit of pop and brighten it up. And you can see it's about 50-50, 1-to-1 there for that nice mid-tone bluebird sky. And then if you want, you can throw in a little bit more blue and build a dark to light spectrum. Or you can throw in some more white and get it a little lighter. So you can do whatever you want there. I'm just showing you that mid-tone, that 50-50, 1-to-1. That's what I used right there. So let's get into it. So first things first, I just put some scotch tape around the edges because I want to have a little built-in mat. You know, for simplistic pictures like this with just a couple colors and a big basic shape and concept, it's nice just to have a clean white edge. So I used about half the width of the masking or the scotch tape there. So if they want to slap it in a frame, it should fit perfectly and give them a little bit of white around the edge, so they don't have to deal with matting and stuff since this is a canvas panel. And again, I'm going to do this whole painting in about 15 minutes, start to finish, real time. So this is a very simple technique, but it can make a stunning cloud scene. And another benefit of taping the edges on a painting like this is that bright white edge will blend into the cloud, so the cloud will kind of fade into that nice little half-inch white edge. So it's just a cool little touch. But you know, this is elective. You don't have to do this. Obviously, it has no bearing on the painting at all. You can go to the edge if you want. I just chose to do it, and I figured I'd show you. So first things first, once it's taped up, I just use a number 2 pencil, and I'm just very lightly mapping out my basic cloud shape. And so here, just make it unique, make it funky, give it a lot of irregular shapes and edges, and make it really organic. You don't want straight lines or any sort of harsh angles, but other than that, it's just free form, and you can't really go wrong shaping a cloud. You know, the more irregular and bizarre and organic, the better. So that's it. And here we are. The first step is use that 50-50 cobalt blue titanium white mixture I just showed you, and using that blender brush moist with water, soak up a bunch of that paint and just block in the canvas. And when you're blocking in here, just keep reloading the brush, make sure it's nice and thick, and keep everything wet and moist, because we're going to go over this in a minute with a wash brush and get rid of all the brush strokes. So don't worry about it, just slop it on and just bring it up to the edge of that mapped out cloud that you just created using your pencil. Once you have it all mapped out and blocked in, while it's still wet, get a dry, soft bristled wash brush. This is a 2-inch, and just lightly go over that entire background. And this will take out a lot of those brush strokes and make it look soft and clean. And it's really a nice little trick. Now the first step to start to create the realism is to use a moist, unloaded, clean bristled filbert brush, and just make it moist. Don't make it sopping wet, but just break up all those edges. And you can see here I'm just going back and forth, scrubbing it out and blending it out, and I'm just busting up those harsh edges because I want it to be soft and blended. But this is just a rugged blend, and just move it around, and you don't want any harsh edges, so try to soften up that blue to white, and then just blend it in from the outside in. And as you do that, you'll naturally create variations, little chunks of brighter cloud, dark spots, and you'll start to build shape. But here, just using that moist bristled filbert brush, just keep working that edge until you soften everything up. And then you'll start to build a basic cloud shape by doing this. Don't think about it too much, just go for a nice soft blue to white, and it'll naturally kind of happen. So now you can see we have a natural cloud shape becoming a reality here, and now we're going to use the same thing. We're going to do the same thing with the scrumbler brush. So just go in with that scrumbler and break up any harsh edges and just continue to blend. And by doing this, it's unloaded, just moist bristled, but just keep trying to blend any harsh edges you see, and then by doing this you'll just create, it'll become more and more natural. You'll create various white and blue areas that will that will create that realism. So just keep trying to blend it, keep trying to blend it, and then naturally you can start to see different creases and shadows and then bright spots. So you can see up at the point of up the top left point, you can see how that's brighter. Then in the center where I'm working right now, you can see it's a bit darker and it looks like a little crease. So I can go ahead and blend that in and drag some of that blue color in. And as you start to blend, it'll naturally build its own shapes and highlights and shaded areas. So just go with the flow there, take advantage of those, and then start to build those up a little bit while blending. And then you can start to really create a nice natural shape that if you deliberately tried to create, you would not be able to. It's only through this just natural random variation that you'll get this beautiful realistic cloud shapes. If you try too hard to do it, it's very hard. So just by blending, you'll create this natural shape and then just go with it. So here now, this is called erasing, or I don't know what it's called, but this is how I erase and create highlights here. Is I just get that filbert back, wet the bristles, but make sure the bristles are clean, unloaded, nice and moist, like usual. But then going into some of these different areas that you want to highlight, you can remove blue color that we've blended out if you want. So here I'm going to just go in with that moist, bristled, unloaded, clean filbert brush. And in a couple of these areas, I'm going to just erase out, there you could really see it, some of that blue color so that I have some variation and some highlights, and just be random and irregular with this. But that's how I erase that color and get a nice bright highlight without having to add a bunch of white and muddy things up. So you can notice I haven't added any white at all here. All I've used are clean, moist, unloaded brushes, blended it out, built some natural shapes, and then now I'm going in and erasing some to create some highlights, and that's all I'm doing. So it's been 12 minutes and you can already see how realistic and cool this cloud looks. And it's that simple. So you can certainly do this 100% and make clouds look really natural and realistic just by doing these couple simple things. So. So now I'm kind of just doing the final touches. I'm adding a couple little highlights there. And that's just using that same erasing method I just showed you. Blending out a couple little shapes, blending some things out here and there, breaking up any harsh edges, and just adding the final touches. But we're pretty much there now. And that's all there is to it, really. And now's the fun part. You can remove the tape carefully and reveal those nice bright white edges, and they'll blend right into the base of that cloud, and then that'll be a wrap. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you can create some beautiful clouds using this simple technique, and I hope this will elevate your paintings. Thanks so much for your support and your patronage, and I really appreciate you. So have a good day, good luck, and reach out anytime if you need some help. Thanks. Bye.